Good morning, fellow killers, and good morning, fellow survivors as well, for any of you that survived the night. My name is Connor, and welcome to the Debedelic Killer overview for The Shape, aka Michael Myers, the OG, the GOAT, and the guy that both the Legion and the Ghostface are trying to be. But there ain't no imitation for the real thing. The real thing is here, and he is here to stay. So, yeah, Michael is my favourite killer. He just plays very well, and if you play him right, he can be very strong. I do feel like he's very well balanced, even though he has some of the more insane add-ons in the game. But yeah, let's try and keep this part as short as possible, and just do an overview of his power, some add-ons, and whatever perks might work well on him. So, when you're looking at Michael's power, you just have to kind of picture him as a Pokemon. Kind of, I suppose you could call him Mike-Ichi. And Mike-Ichi has 3 different tiers for his power. His power is called Evil Within 3, and Evil Within is basically, you stalk survivors, you fill a gauge, and you level up. You can't regress from 2 to 1, but you can regress from 3 to 2. So, Evil Within 1 is what you start as, and unless you've got an add-on that's affecting Evil Within 1, such as the Scratch Mirror, you can get out of Evil Within 1 quite quickly. In Evil Within 1, you have Undetectable, which means there's no tower radius unless you're in a chase, and you have slightly decreased movement speed and a considerably decreased lunge distance. It says slightly there, it's wrong. There's literally an add-on for Evil Within 1's lunge because it's that bad, and even then, it doesn't improve it much. For Evil Within 2, that's where you'll be spending most of your time, or should be spending most of your time, and that is a normal killer for Michael, basically. So once you reach Evil Within 2, which you should try to get to as quickly as possible, unless, of course, again, you're going with a Scratch Mirror build, you have a tower radius per normal as a killer. You have the normal movement speed, and your lunge is actually good instead of shit as it is in tier 1. But whereas you'll be spending most of your time in Evil Within 2, hopefully, you want to get Evil Within 3 as much as you possibly can. So, when triggered, all survivors suffer from the exposed status effect. Evil Within 3 lasts for 60 seconds, after which it regresses to Evil Within 2. So, yeah, Evil Within 3 is basically your trump card or your power-up. It doesn't last long, depending on, of course, your add-on build, but it is extremely powerful, and survivors crap themselves whenever Michael's in it. I can speak from personal experience. So, tier 1, you're undetectable, you're slow, and your attack is shit. Tier 2, you're a normal killer and Debedelic, by standards of having a tower radius, normal movement speed, and, your attack isn't crap. Evil Within 3, survivors are exposed, doesn't last for long depending on add-on build, and you will regress back to Evil Within 2 once it runs out. You're able to gain Evil Within, or Evil, I suppose, you could call it, by stalking survivors. On mouse and keyboard, it is holding down the right mouse button, and survivors within your field of view will glow white, and that will show that you are draining them of their juice, or you give them the suck, as the player base affectionately calls it. And when we're in game, you'll see how it works. It's more easily seen in game. For add-ons, Michael has some of the more interesting add-ons available in game. He has a couple that are quite interesting. One I previously mentioned is Scratched Mirror, where he is locked to Evil Within 1, but instead of stalking and sucking survivors with the right mouse button, you instead reveal survivors' auras when stalking within a 32-meter range. So, you're kind of omniscient within, 32 meters. If they're working on a generator, like let's say 28 meters away, you'll be able to hold down the right mouse button and see exactly what they're doing. It's very good for like surprise attacks and, grabbing people off gens and stuff if the gen is close to a door or something. And it also gives you bonus blood points. Another one that's interesting is the Tombstone piece. Unlocks the ability to kill healthy or injured survivors with Evil Within 3. So not only can you down survivors in Evil Within 3, you can now kill them if it wasn't bad enough being able to down them with exposed. And that actually means kill. So let's say you've got a lovely, beautiful Meg running around, all healthy, never been hooked, never been hit, and you pop evil within 3 with a tombstone piece equipped as your add-on. If you're able to get her with a basic attack, very close, and there's a bit of information it doesn't really give you there. If you charge a lunge and hit a survivor with a lunge, it won't work unless they patched it. You have to get a basic attack, just tapping the attack key real close to them for it to work. But Michael will grab them, stab them, toss them aside, they're out of the game for good. It's really cool. And there are upgrades to the tombstone piece where you where it's just better. You can also have an add-on called the Fragrant Tuft of Hair, which gives you unlimited duration of evil within 3. So if you're able to reach that, survivors will be exposed for the entire remaining time of the game from when you activate it. That's pretty cool. So yeah, his add-ons do mix up how he plays quite a bit. You can have a fun challenge game of Stretched Mirror where you're spooking survivors left, right, and center. Or you can do a brutal build where you go around killing survivors, tossing them aside. You don't really get much in the way of points for it, but it's entertaining to see how salty they become. Perk-wise, you can see what I've got equipped. Franklin's Demise, Bamboozle, Superior Anatomy, and Jolt. Superior Anatomy and Bamboozle work very well in combination, and a lot of chases don't go survivors' way whenever you're using these two. Takes them a bit by surprise, and you will see that in the game that I have coming up to show you. So, yep, let's just get straight into the game, in fact. Wasting time here. I'll see you there. And the hunt begins anew. Okay. So first of all, with any killer game, remember to have fun. I myself get quite frustrated with Dead by Daylight a lot. And yeah, it is a frustrating game, but it's also very fun. Otherwise, why would we play it? It wouldn't make sense. Survivor, a nice chill experience with friends. Killer, if you want to focus a bit and, and try and get as many hooks as quickly as possible. And a challenge is always good. So we're just sucking on Rebecca here for a little while. Or sorry, juicing, that didn't sound right. We're just juicing, that doesn't even sound right either. We're stalking Rebecca. And we're almost at Evil Within 2 already. And I will say that you want to get to Evil Within 2 as quickly as possible. Evil Within 1, outside of a Scratched Mirror build, is more of a hindrance than it is a help. The only reason I believe it is decent or people... It's just there so you can get Evil Within 2 faster. If you're undetectable and survivors don't know you're coming, then it could potentially make it easier for you to like just stand there and stalk them without them realizing you're there. Okay, we're on the Rebecca. And there's a Zarina working on a Jen as well. Now the idea with Evil Within 3 is, if you notice at the bottom left you can see Evil Within 2, it's about halfway filled. And we're filling it now with Zarina's juice. She's purple, so it's probably grape flavoured or something. Come on. Wonder if she's got dead hard. Well, that answers that question. That was a yes. But with Evil Within 3, you want to fill it about to maybe 99% just before it pops and conserve it for a time when you're going to need it. So right now that Zarina is going to go down one hit either way. So popping Evil Within 3, pointless. Just pointless. You want to have Evil Within 3 up as much as possible, but you want to conserve it as well, if that makes any sense. Pop it when you are guaranteed a down. And because of the add-ons I'm using, I do get it for an additional 40 seconds. I also gain, or stock, get progress 25% faster as well, which is good. It does take 100% more with the tuft of hair for the first pop of evil within 3, but after that it goes back to normal and you can get it pretty reliably. And there is Ada running towards the unhook. So I will tend to do that whenever I am moving away from somebody that's hooked. If I do think there is somebody close by, which there was, the Ada had finished that gen over there in the corner, so I knew someone was over there. It was just a matter of like moving away so she would feel confident enough to move into the unhook. So I'll just move backwards, getting my tower radius to be smaller and smaller and quieter, to the point where they'll reveal themselves, at which point I can head back. You wouldn't think there's as much thought that goes into this role as there is, but that's part of the fun. At least for me, anyway. I did think that I thought I saw someone over there, but I didn't think I thought I saw them. I didn't see them at all. There was no one there. It was all in my mind. My mind was playing mind games with my brain. Oh, hello. Who's that? That is Rebecca. Hello, Rebecca. Oh, and she's got this Brim Burst. Disgusting. So we've still got evil within 3. She's going to juke us with a pallet. She does pull quite a few pallets down early in this game. But I do that as well when I'm playing Survivor. I do it way too much. Again, I'm not the best player at this game by any means. I just know that with the amount of time I put into Dead by Daylight that I have picked a few things up. And I just enjoy making videos on it. I do. I used to do a similar formatted video to a couple of other games on the channel. And I just really wanted to carry it over to Dead by Daylight. So we got scratch marks here. And that must be the Ada on the Zarina, maybe? Yep, there's the Ada healed up, so they're around there somewhere. Where are yous? Oh, I'm really curious about that gen there, way at the back beside the Killer Shack, but it's too far off. By the time I go over there, if there's nobody working on it, and then I head back, that's a lot of wasted time. That's a lot of seconds gone. Oh, hello. Ah, good. Okay, so the Zarina's behind us, so if we don't get the Rebecca, we can get her. Oh, okay, then there she is. Nice little slosh there. Now we can get her. Oh, she messed up dead hard. You can only pop dead hard while you're moving. And she got stuck between a Michael and a hard place. Some would say Michael is the hard place. Giggity giggity goo. But yeah, because she was immobile, she couldn't use dead hard, which meant I got another hook out of her. Nice. Right. This generator's still got some action. Looks like somebody was back on it. Oh, there she is. It's the Rebecca. Oh, and she's going for the loop. Yep, she's going for one of the more predictable loops on this map. That can be quite broken. But I used Bamboozle on it, because I vaulted through it as well. Which means the entity has locked it down. Nice. We're taking her to the basement, where she belongs, for trying to loop me on one of the more predictable loops on this map. There is another one that is far more obnoxious, and I want it patched. I think quite a few people want it patched, but whether or not it is, well, you never know. It does take behaviour a while to patch certain things out. And I think this is the Ada leading us to this particular looping area that is very, very annoying. Over she goes in that pallet. I should have destroyed it earlier, but I saw my chance and I took it with the Zarina. Yep, she's heading straight over to where I hate. So there's 3 vaulting positions here. There's 2 windows, and there is a pallet. As you're about to see, there's the pallet. Pallet was down. She goes over. I get a hit on her. Now, if I didn't get that hit on her, this chase would have went on a lot longer than it did. But you can see that this survivor knows this map pretty well. It tends to be used quite a lot with offerings for survivors. Killers have like Midwich or RPD, you know, Laris maybe. Survivors like this one. And some of the older maps just because they're exploitable. And, yep, again, if I didn't get lucky with her going back over that pallet, I wouldn't have got that down. I did juice her a fair bit, so we have Evil Within 3 ready if we need it. And because of the way this map is designed, if I hook her here, there we go, that pallet that just popped there, there's a wall separating the map. So whoever was on that generator that just popped, if they want to go and rescue her, they need to go around, see, they need to go around that wall. Which is just perfect for where I was positioned. Got another hook, which is very nice. And that's her out of the game. There's 2 generators over here. And they have been working on them in the past, so it is worth going over just to check them. And yep, there's progress in that one. And progress in that one, what is going on? This one I understand. But the other one has like maybe 20% done on it. I don't know why they would have started that one, then moved to the other one that we just kicked. The Ada has been unhooked, so we can head on over in that direction, unless we find someone here. I can't recall what I did or didn't do. So we've got an Ada, a Rebecca, and a Fang left. Oh, hello, Ada. Wow, okay. I mean, she ran right into me. I know she was, like, very shortly unhooked not that long ago, but if you're going to run into my knife, then you're going to go on the hook again. So it's the Rebecca and the Fang left, okay. And of course these generators were being worked on, so where do you think they are? There she is. And my Evil Within 3 wore off at the worst time. But there's somebody else around here. I have one thought on how they lost this. And I don't know why the Rebecca was trying to leave me there. I don't know whether she was trying to lure me into a chase or something else, but word of advice, if a survivor's like beckoning you as killer, then they're looking to loop you. They're trying to annoy you, to get you to chase them. Don't fall for it. Continue what you've been doing because clearly it's working. But now I'm starting to wonder, they're not there. Check that locker just in the off chance, but nobody's in there. So where's the Fang? And I haven't really seen the Fang all that much in this game. Which leads me to believe that she's the gen operator of the game. They're both here. So was the Rebecca trying to lead me to the Fangman? I don't know. Okay, we've got Evil Within 3 ready again for when we need it. The Fang's that way. And I know that the Rebecca's a pain in the arse. So I decided to go for her first. Pop Evil Within 3. No chance of popping dead hard on me. Not even sure if the Rebecca had it. And there's a nice hook over here for you, Rebecca. So, when this game was being played, I was thinking, why was that Rebecca trying to lure me over there if that's where the Fang was? And then I started to wonder, is she a locker hider? And then I just, on the off chance, thought she'd be in here, and she was in there. Worked out well. And the hatch spawned on the little hill. Ah, Fang, you lead an unlucky life. So I think maybe that Fang was just hiding in lockers the entire game. And annoying the other 3, because I think they were in a Swift. Or a pre-made. But as you see, Michael is very simple in how he's played. But there's a few, like, intricacies with his Evil Within 3. Not even so much intricacies, you just want to pop it right before you're ready to pounce. Something very basic that helps you quite a bit. If you feel like you're being looped, try to juice people as much as possible. And then back off and go back and patrol generators. Didn't do too badly there, but didn't do that great either. So that's Michael Myers. Hope it's been a decent overview. It's just really how he plays, how he works. Again, he does have different playstyles depending on the add-ons you choose. But overall, I do find him, again, to be a very fun killer. Very fun. And the perks, as you can see, work well on him. Bamboozle, Superior Anatomy, Franklin's, Jolt. Very good perks overall, but they work well on Michael for shutting down chases. But, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you're enjoying whatever it is you're playing. And of course, like always, we'll see you next time. Bye bye, folks. Have a good one.